Mic check 1 2. I'm here to go through the best 60 2D side-scrolling action platforming games that you can get on the Nintendo Switch, and I'm going to do them in rapid-fire succession, starting with Vengeful Guardian Moonrider. This is a hack-and-slash cyborg game that'll give you a ton of action. Next up, Steel Assault. Action platformer with some great mechanics and some great grappling. Awesome colors. Narita Boy. Awesome, unique style on a hack-and-slash game. Limited run style. Anno Mutationum. A whole new take on hack-and-slash meets bullet-style run-and-gun shooter. Cyberpunk all day. Kojin. A pretty cool hack-and-slasher. If you're into that style, this is a different take on it. The Gunvolt series. Gunvolt 3, Gunvolt Luminous Avenger X2, and Gunvolt Luminous Avenger. This is the modern-day Mega Man series. Gunvolt Striker Pack, where it all started for the Gunvolt series to begin with. Shing, an amazing hack-and-slash beat-em-up style import. Streets of Red, a pretty red and bloody mess, if you ask me. 99 Vidas, a half-baked take on a beat-em-up, but still worth checking out. The Friends of Ringo Ishigawa, a great 8-bit style beat-em-up with some awesome colors. Jay and Silent Bob Mall Brawl, nostalgia all day. River City Girls 2 and River City Girls 1. Two of the best beat-em-ups pretty much of all time. Streets of Rage 4. Also another legendary beat-em-up. Fightin' Rage. A beat-em-up that you haven't heard too much about, but definitely one worth playing. Double Dragon Gaiden. A recent release, and a different take on Double Dragon. Kung Fury, a spin-off that turned into a pretty cool two-player co-op beat-em-up game. Shredder's Revenge. Need I say more? Unsold, a unique top-down hack-and-slasher. Moonscars, the cousin of Blasphemous. Scarlet Symphony, Bullet Hell meets Metroidvania. Death's Gambit, an awesome take on the Metroidvania style. Awesome music, awesome artwork. Wallachia, the modern-day Valis. Blasphemous 2 and Blasphemous. Two of the most legendary Metroidvania games on the Nintendo Switch. Salt and Sanctuary, classic. Ender Lilies, a beautiful yet dark take on a Metroidvania. Demons of Asterborg, super retro. Elderand, a sleeper of a Metroidvania. Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon 1 and 2. Classics by Limited Run. Broforce. Think Metal Slug meets Contra in an 8-bit style, but way more gruesome. Gigantic Army. Mech side-scroller that reminds me of Mech Warriors. Metroid Dread. Need I say more? I don't think so. Mighty Goose. An awesome time that'll have you cracking up. Clunky take on a Metal Slug. Kind of like a Metal Slug parody. Bite the Bullet. A sleeper of a run-and-gun shooter. Sick. The Mummy Demastered, a pretty cool run and gun shooter. Blazing Chrome, think Contra Hard Corps. Ultra Core, another pretty good run and gun shooter. Gunlord X, a classic Neo Geo port. Chasm, a pretty lazy action platformer. Shovel Knight, classic 8-bit style side-scrolling platformer game on the Nintendo Switch. Dead Cells, Game of the Year, one of the best platformers on the system. Guacamelee 1-2 Punch, a sleeper. Too bad this isn't in print anymore. Wonder Boy and the Dragon's Trap, a pretty good-looking hand-drawn art style on this 2D side-scroller. The Mighty Gunvolt Burst, a sleeper of an action platformer. Panzer Paladin, a pretty cool take on a 8-bit style 2D platformer. Love the artwork on this one. Celeste, yes, this is a great side-scrolling platformer. Princess Madeline Royale, think Ghouls and Ghosts. Dust, an Elysian Tale, one of the most unique side-scrollers on the Nintendo Switch. Great story, great music, great voice acting. Check this one out. This is worth a play. Bomb Chicken. Very one-dimensional, but an awesome concept. Just wish they did more with it. Time Spinner, a very unique spin on Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Pretty much Castlevania Symphony of the Night, just with different characters. Freedom Planet, an action platforming, kind of like Sonic. Think Sonic the Hedgehog on this one. Golden Force. This one is a really cool side-scrolling platformer. I really like the gameplay on this one. I like the fighting mechanics on this one. It's a good one. Check that one out. Monster Boy. This game is legendary on the Switch. Was super expensive at one point, but love the hand-drawn art on this one. Very cool game. And now we're down to the last two. These are probably two of the most rare of the bunch. And I'll go over the first one. The first one being Flynn, Son of Crimson. A beautiful, colorful side-scrolling platforming game by Super Rare Games. Only, I think, 3,000 copies of this made. So this is a cool one. If you run into this at a game store and they have it for a reasonable price, check that one out. And this is probably my favorite pickup of the year. Haiku. I've said that about 1,000 times. I'm going to keep saying it. A lot of people, 2D side-scrollers aren't for everyone. 2D platformers aren't for everyone. But this is a beautifully done game. The gameplay is amazing. And the cover art is beautiful. I mean, that character, the sword, all of it. It's just beautifully done. And this goes down as my favorite pickup of 2023 when it comes to the Switch games. Let me know what Switch games you have gotten this year. Let me know if there are any side-scrollers that I missed, because I don't have them all. And I know there are probably a ton out there that I probably missed. But that does it for me. I am the Y2K Collector. This is the ultimate side-scrolling Switch guide. Take it easy.